Okay, let me begin. So we have finished monosaccharides, glucose, fructose, its configuration, establishment of the structure, Haworth representation, chain lengthening, chain shortening, conversion of aldose to ketose and vice versa, epimerization, hemiacetal, hemiketal, so many structures we have so far seen. And today we'll switch on to disaccharides, and I'll share the screen there what disaccharides mean. So here it is. Disaccharides are, by the name itself shows, two monomers of glucose or any other unit. So the name itself says there are two units of glucose and it is called as a disaccharides. So one example that we have taken here is lactose found in milk and milk products. This contains monosaccharides, galactose and glucose. The structure of galactose is given here, the structure of glucose is given here. Okay. Today you'll see how monosaccharides unit link in the disaccharides. Before that, I'll again repeat how we have come over to this structure. I'll just again take the structure of glucose, put 6 carbon atoms there, 4, 5, and 6. I'll number it is as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, because every bond is, this is 109 degrees and 28 minutes. The molecule has to bend. So how it will go will be, from C it will be like this. From second carbon atom it will go like this. Right. And this will represent the 109 degrees. Actually, the third carbon atom 1, 2, this should bend. Okay, this should bend like this 109 degrees. So here it is similar to 1, 2, and 3. Now the fourth carbon atom should be like this. Again, this will be 109 degrees and 28 minutes. So every angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes. Okay, but 109 degrees 28 minutes cannot be straight chain. Cannot be straight chain. So at every carbon atom it has to bend. So it bends like this, rather than going like this, it will go like this. It will go like this. Okay. So this is what you've been calling as the Haworth structure. This is a cyclic structure, but the linkage is 1,5 linkage. 1,5 linkage by means of an oxygen. So we have to link 1 and 5 by means of an oxygen. So I'm just converting this into an oxygen. Okay. So sixth carbon atom, I'm just putting it like CH2 OH here, the last one, and I am making this as 6, and I am removing this the sixth carbon atom. Clear? So this is how it is linked, and 1 and 5. Now this structure is actually drawn like this. This is quite similar to I think I made a mistake there. Oxygen cannot have 3. So it should be, yeah, C6. Okay. So again, if I number there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the next carbon atom is the 6. I'm sorry, I'm 6, and that will be C2 OH. The sixth carbon atom is this one. Okay, 1 and 5 linkage are being given like this. 1 and 5 is linked by means of this, and this is large bond is actually like this. Okay, so you will have pyranose and furanose form, and that structure that you represent is called as the Haber structure. So if you see it on a plain paper, it will be like this. But if you see on something like this, this particular portion is shaded like this. It represents when it is shaded like this. It represents that this carbon atoms. This is a carbon atom. 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 This is an oxygen atom, and you will have one CH2OH here. That is 6th carbon atom. 5th and 6th. It is linked by means of O. But what I want to stress here is, if you see something like this shaded portion, then it is the front side. Now this one will be back side. Okay, that is the Haber structure that I have been trying to tell you. So what is a disaccharide? A disaccharide consists of two monosaccharides linked together and is formed when two monosaccharides combine in a dehydration reaction. Dehydration reaction means minus H2O. So you can see you are taking glucose plus glucose and you are getting maltose. This is important reaction. What is coming out? Water is coming. Again, glucose plus galactose is there, and glucose plus fructose is also there. Both of them give you lactose plus H2O plus sucrose. Most common disaccharides are maltose, lactose, and sucrose. So you have to remember whatever I have marked, you have to remember. Okay. Maltose is a disaccharide and is also known as malt sugar, composed of two D-glucose units. Two D-glucose units. If I mark important, you have to write it. Obtained from hydrolysis of starch. Starch is C6H5O5N times. So it's a polymer, and it is found in rice, plenty rice and potato. It is used in cereals, candies, and brewing, found with both alpha and beta form. Remember, alpha and beta form are optical isomers. Because they rotate the plane polarized light towards left or right. If it is rotated to the right, it is called as dextrose. If it is rotated to the left, it is called as the levolose. Alpha is, that is depending on the rotation that you define it. We have already seen it. Okay. So this is the another important factor you have to remember. Maltose is linked by alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond formed with the alpha OH. Alpha OH என்ன உங்களுக்கு ரைட்ல OH வந்துச்சுன்னா COH H ரைட்ல வந்துச்சுன்னா ஆல்பா. ஓகே, அதே சேம் CHOH லெஃப்ட்ல இருந்துச்சுன்னா பீட்டா. Okay, so this is by means of alpha OH on the carbon 1 of the first glucose and OH on the carbon 4 of the second glucose. First glucose and second glucose. அப்படி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு லீனியர் செயின் போட்டிங்கன்னா 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 what என்ன சொல்றேன்னா, it is formed on the alpha OH and the first carbon atom of the, it is formed by linking the first carbon atom of the first glucose and carbon 4. இது first எடுத்துட்டோம்னா carbon 4 இங்க இருக்கு, செகண்ட்க்கு இங்க இருக்கு. அப்படியே என்ன ஆகும், லிங்க் ஆகிட்டே போவோம். 1 2 3 4 1 4 1, 4 1, 4 1, 4. So if you have only 2 units, you call it as the disaccharides. If you have similar like this 1 4 1 4 going on like this, then it is called as polysaccharides. So now look at what is written in this structure. Carbon atom 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Carbon atom 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now how they have joined? First carbon atom le your CHOH with the minus H2O. In the OH, in the H, ரெண்டுமே சேர்ந்து உங்களுக்கு வாட்டரா போயிடும். அப்போ இந்த ஆக்சிஜன் இருக்கு இல்லையா, இந்த ஆக்சிஜன் தான் எப்படி லிங்கேஜ் மாதிரி வரும். அதுதான் வந்து இங்கே காட்டியிருக்கேன், HOH linkage. Okay, so this is called as the glycosidic bond. It's called as the glycosidic bond. Sometimes they ask you, how are the 1,4 units or 1,5 units in a sucrose linked and the maltose linked means you should say glycosidic bond. Glycosidic bond is a newly formed bond as a result of the dehydration, and so you can see isomer is the alpha isomer. Okay, in the same situation, if you have OH on top and H at the bottom, it will be beta isomer. It will be beta isomer. Okay, so it is now clear now that 2 glycosidic bonds can be linked together by means of that maltose. I'll show another reaction there. I'll add another image that I have found. This will give you maltose, right? It is found in previous. So maltose is obtained from starch. It is composed of 2 alpha D-glucose units joined by alpha glycosidic link by C1 and C4 of the other unit. The same thing I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now this 1 and 4 have joined. So that is what is 1 and 4 linkage have joined together minus H2O. So it minus H2O is this joined together, and this is what you get when you substitute. In some books it will be written like this. In some books it will be written like this. And this oxidase linkage is linking of first molecule with the linking of the second molecule. In the link confuse பண்ணக்கூடாது. Okay, this is pyranol. This is glycosidic line. Glycosidic O is from intermolecular. ஒரு மாலிகுல்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு மாலிகுல் போறது இன்டர். அந்த மாலிகுலுக்குள்ள போறது வந்து இன்ட்ரா, வரது வந்து பைரானோஸ் ஆர் ஃபியூரானோஸ், வரது வந்து glycone. And this is responsible for lactone oxylink. Okay. Note that the C1 of the second glucose until the maltose structure is a hemiacetal carbon, considered it is nuclear open chain already formed. Hemiacetal means I told you that you have to consider it as a H, R, OR and OH. Okay, hemiacetal structure, you will have some structure here. If I put flower bracket, it goes like this. So HCRO and H. And then that means, this particular carbon atom, that is this particular carbon atom, can simply be having a structure like this also. COH. OH மேல இருக்கலாம், இங்கே OH கீழே. Since it has a potential aldehyde group, maltose shows mutarotation. இதுதான் mutarotation. And forms possession reducing fuel in solution. So therefore, maltose is a reducing sugar. They will ask you, is maltose a reducing sugar? Yes. Maltose is a reducing sugar because it has got a CHO group which is exhibiting, which is responsible for the reduction of the other molecules when they come into contact with that. Okay, that is about the maltose. So these are the two glucose units linked together. The next molecule is the lactose molecule. The lactose molecule is, structure is given there. It is a disaccharide again, found in milk and milk products, and makes up to 6.8% of the human milk and 4.5% of the carbon milk. So here you can see, in the previous case, we had both OH on the same side. OH one side la irundadhu. But idella eppadi irukku? This is beta D glucose and this is alpha D glucose. Beta D, alpha D. Beta D, alpha D glucose, beta D galactose. And the rendume ore unit. In that previous case, both of them were glucose. So you get maltose. Okay. So malt is very good for health. Now in this case, you have galactose that reacts with this and that gives you the lactose. I don't know why these lines are appearing. So lactose is a disaccharide of beta D galactose and beta D glucose. And the bond of lactose in B is 1,4 glycosidic bond because the OH of the carbon 1 and is forming a glycidic bond with the OH of the carbon 4. OH of the carbon 4. So galactose and D-glucose. Galactose and D-glucose both are also isomers. And you also call as epimers. And you can also call as the anomer if they move via epimerization, that is the mutarotation. Okay. The next is the sucrose. Sucrose is, we also call it as the table sugar. It's obtained from sugar cane and sugar beets. It consists of alpha D glucose and beta D fructose. So first case, both glucose, we have seen maltose. Second case, galactose plus glucose giving rise to lactose. This giving rise to sucrose. Sorry, maltose. Third case, glucose plus fructose giving rise to sucrose. Okay, so it has an alpha beta 1 2 angella 1 4 irundhathu previous case la adhu 1 2 glycidic bond between carbon 1 of glucose and carbon 2 of the fructose. So they cannot form an open chain and cannot be oxidized. That means these are very stable. Cannot react with Benedict reagents and therefore it is not a reducing sugar. This is very important. It is not a reducing sugar. So you can see the structure there. I can just write the open chain structure like CH2OH C and it is to some other. First unit, this is the second unit. And this linkage is called as the glycosidic. Linkage is called as the glycosidic linkage. Here you can see the another major difference is this one is pyranose and this one is furanose. Furanose form, so this pyranose means this is 6-membered ring and this is 5-membered ring. பாத்தீங்களா 5 இருக்கு, இது வந்து 6 இருக்கு. 5 இருந்தாலும் இங்க கார்பன் ஆட்டம்ஸ் எத்தனை இருக்கு? 1 2 3 4 இது 5 6 கார்பன் ஆட்டம். இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So this also has got 6 carbon. A 6C pyranose and a 6C furanose combined to give pyrano-furano glucose, which is known as lactose. Sorry, sucrose. Okay. So that is the structure of the glucose and that written in the our structure. I have already told you how the structure is written, so you have to be very careful in writing the structure. So this is the sucrose structure in detail. Okay, so note the points there. Here you have first carbon and here you have second carbon. Here you have pyranose form. Here you have furanose form. Suppose if you have both 6, then the linkage is 1,4. The 6 is 5 carbon irukadale linkage vandu 1,2 linkage. That is very important. 1,2 linkage is there. So alpha D glucose plus beta D fructose both combined to give a structure known as sucrose, which is a disaccharides. With the removal of water. 1,2 D-glyceric linkage is very important. Right? So what are the advantages there? These are the sweeteners. We have already seen how sugars are sweet. So look at the relative sweetness of sugars and artificial sweetness. Galactose, glucose and fructose. You know, this glucose is, if you scale it to 75, fructose is about 175 times, more than 100 times sweeter than that itself. So galactose is very less. Then sweetness of lactose is very, very less. Then maltose is like that. If you take sucrose is 100. So sucrose is taken as standard. If you take standard as 100, glucose come below that, and fructose goes beyond that. Okay. So sucrose is found in rice and potato. Even though we may not find sweet, but they will have that much amount of calorific values. Okay. Now the alcohols that are mentioned here, sorbitol, maltitol, and xylitol, these three are usually used in tonics and syrups. So this is very much, sorbitol is used very much in cough syrups. Okay. So what happens is, you know, if you use a lot of that, in fact, it increases more sugar content. So you should not take sweet sorbitol, I mean sweet cough syrups. Okay. So artificial sweeteners, you know, like aspartame, saccharin, sucralose, This is found in what is called as this is very much added in the food products such as Lay's chips, Kurkure, and all those things, aspartame. And that is why it is not advisable. You see this value, 18,000. It's a very huge value. Okay. So different ingredients are compared to sucrose. You can just have an idea how it goes inside the body and it reacts. So sugar, that is potato plus this one is this one. Sucralose is a marketed as Splenda made from sucrose by replacing some of the hydroxyl groups with the chlorine atoms. So one of the hydrogen atom, OH atom is minus OH plus Cl gives you sucralose, and it is used as a 1,000 times more sweet than ordinary sucrose. Then you have this aspartame that I was telling. Aspartame is a marked natural sweet or equal. It's a non-carbohydrate sweetener made from aspartic acid and methyl ester of the amino. So this is not important, but just for reference I am taking. This is not carbohydrate. It's a non-carbohydrate, and just mentioning that something which is not carbohydrate is also sweet, like this one, aspartame. This is added naturally, artificially outside in many things. Okay, so finally I can conclude. To identify the monosaccharides in the following, if you can answer very quickly, maltose is the first case we saw, alpha D glucose and beta D galactose. Okay, so we had sucrose, alpha D glucose, beta D fructose. Now this lactose, glucose plus galactose. Okay, these are the three different disaccharides with six different combinations, beta or beta, and to give you disaccharides. And this is linked to, you can see that the significance of this, blood types A, B, and O are determined by terminal saccharides. Terminal saccharides for each bond is, it's a, for example, this is acetyl glucosamine. Okay, and this is fructose. If there is any fructose unit, it is type O blood. Okay. If there is any acetyl unit, it is type A. If it is galactose, type D. Okay. The non-sugar terminal are fructose at the bottom with galactose at the top. Without any explanation, will give you type A blood. This is type B blood, and this is type O. Okay. You can see the legend there at the bottom. So from that you can conclude it. And this is it. The simple chemistry limit there. Okay. To sum up, you have seen these three saccharides. These three disaccharides in which we have two different units joined together, and you should write it only in the cyclic structure, not the long chain structure. That will help you establish 1,4,1,2 details very beautifully. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can please ask me.